Hi guys, welcome back to my channel Nayak RC. This is the fifth video of Telon series. In this video you will be learning how to dump the firmware into the Pixhawk Orange Cube and how to set up the flight parameters for flying Talon aircraft, which is VTAL setup. So let's jump into the video. Guys, make sure you have a laptop or a computer with an active internet. And you need to download the latest Mission Planner version. I am attaching it in the below description box. So what you need to do is, the Pixhawk's Orange Cube, we have an external USB connector, right? Which is going to the USB port of the carrier board. So we need to connect our USB cable to that female port and connect it to our laptop. Let's do it. Okay guys, so I received this USB cable in the Pixhawk box, Orange Cube box. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to connect the one side of the USB cable to the USB 3 port of my laptop, and the other side, which is the female port, I'm going to connect this port to the Pixhawk Orange Cube. You might have observed that sound. That sound is coming from the buzzer which we have attached along with the USB cable. So, and you can also see the light indication on the GPS. Now we have successfully connected our USB cable to our Pixhawk. Now let's have a look at the Mission Planner. Guys, once your Mission Planner is turned on and you have connected a Pixhawk Orange Cube via USB cable to your computer, make sure you have an active internet. So I have an active Wi-Fi here. So in the COM section, in the top right corner of the Mission Planner, you will be seeing this COM box. So in this one, you need to select the what communication device your Pixhawk is connected. So in my case, in my laptop, it is COM5. So I'll be selecting COM5. And in the baud rate drop-down box, you need to select 115200, this setting, and hit on connect. So this is how we connect our Mission Planner to the Pixhawk Orange Cube. And this Pixhawk is latest from the box. You can see here AutoPlane version 4.0.9. Latest version is updated in the Pixhawk Orange Cube. Let's say you have a Pixhawk which came with a quadcopter firmware. Then what we need to do is we need to upgrade the firmware. Okay, so we have connected this connection just to make sure that the Pixhawk is talking to our Mission Planner. Now what we need to do is, if you want to upgrade firmware or dump the new firmware into the Pixhawk, then make sure you are disconnected in the top right hand corner and go to setup. In the setup, install firmware, and here you will be seeing different firmwares available. So as we are using this as a fixed wing, so I'm going to select plane 4.0.9. Are you sure you want to upload the AutoPlane 4.0.9? Yes. Make sure that you are disconnected here, and the firmware will be downloading from the internet. So that's the reason you need to have an active internet. Please unplug the board and press OK and plug back in Mission Planner. It will look for 30 seconds to find the board. So what he is telling, you need to unplug the USB cable from the laptop. I have unplugged the USB cable, clicked OK and replugged it back in. No need to upload, it's already on the board. That means my Pixhawk Orange Cube, which came out of the box, it is having latest firmware, fixed wing firmware updated into it. Okay, so this is how you dump the firmware into the Pixhawk Orange Cube or even any other Pixhawk Cube. The next step, you have to make sure whether your Pixhawk is connected to the Mission Planner is you need to move your aircraft, and you will be seeing in the HUD display, head-up display, you will be seeing that aircraft horizon is moving as we are moving the aircraft. Okay, this makes sure that our aircraft is connected and it's communicating with our Mission Planner. Now let's see what all settings we need to do if it is case of Talon or if it is a case of any fixed wing. You need to go to configurations. In the configurations, go to full parameters list. Okay, when full parameters list is open, you need to go to the search box which is on the right side of this page, and in the search box you need to search servo1, SERVO1, servo1. Okay, let's wait up for the Mission Planner to bring it up. So here you see servo1 underscore function is the first parameter what we need to set up, and the value is what we are going to change here. Units, it depends on the, if it is altitude or any other parameter which we are going to change, then units will appear here. So it is just what function this servo1 is going on. As we are connecting our ailerons to main output 1, so that will be considered as servo1. In the servo1, value is number 4. So what is number 4? You need to check it here. Number 4 is aileron. So my PIXOC orange cube main output channel number 1 is aileron. In the similar way, you need to check servo2. Servo2 function. Okay, servo2 function is 19. Okay, here the trick is we are not using a traditional tail. As we are flying our Talon aircraft, we are having a VTail setup here. So for VTail, we need to mix elevator as well as rudder. To mix up that one, we have a setting here. Open your servo2 function and check the unit. Unit is 19. 19 means elevator. But here we have a VTail. I don't know which is elevator and which is rudder. So what we need to do is we need to mix. So try to find it for a channel which says VTail right and VTail left. You see 79 VTail left, 80 VTail right. So servo2 function should be 80. That means I'm connecting my right VTail's servo cable into the servo2. And once you click on this one, right parameter is the thing you need to do. Now, similarly, we need to search servo3. Servo3 is nothing but channel 3. And what is our channel 3? Channel 3 is nothing but our throttle or our motor's acceleration. Okay, so 70, the value says 70. 70 means, give it a check here, 70 means throttle. You can see here throttle. So this means channel 3 is directly connected to throttle. No need to change any settings. Now again go to the search box and do servo4. And servo4 function. Servo2 is right VTail, servo4 should be left VTail. So what is our value for the left VTail? For left VTail value is 79 here. You can see 79 VTail left. So I'm going to write value 79 here and write parameter. Anything I'm changing, I'm going to write the parameter. Okay. Now my servo1, servo2, servo3 and servo4 functions are set up. As we have configured our servo mapping to the PIXOC orange cube. Next, what we are going to do is we are going to check what all compass is required for our aircraft to fly. To do that, go to search box again in the full parameters list and type compass, COMPASS, compass underscore. So let's wait the PIXOC to bring it up. Compass underscore use. We will do this parameter compass underscore use. So here you see compass is enabled. By default, the PIXOC orange cube compass is enabled. So you can disable the compass also. If you want to fly only on GPS, you can fly, but compass is enabled. So here for your kind information, as we are using a PIXOC orange cube and here 3 GPS. So we have in total 3 compasses. One compass is in the PIXOC, one compass is in the GPS 3 module and 2 compasses are inside the PIXOC orange cube. So I'm not going to use my compass 3 because it requires some strict values to calibrate. So there shouldn't be any other electronic devices interference. So I'm going to use only compass 1, which is the external compass inside my GPS, and compass number 2, which is the primary compass in my PIXOC orange cube. So make sure you all do these settings and write parameters. Click on write parameters. So once this is done, next what we're going to do is we are going to check whether our GPS being used or not. So for that, you need to type a parameter called as AHRS underscore GPS. So let's wait for the PIXOC to come it up. Okay, so AHRS GPS underscore use. This is the parameter. So that means the autopilot, the PIXOC orange cube, along with the compass, it will also use the GPS data for navigation. So make sure it is enabled. If it is not enabled, please make it enable. That is how we dump the program into the PIXOC orange cube, the firmware into the PIXOC orange cube. And also those are the basic servo settings what we have done along with the compass and the GPS settings. So in the next video what we are going to do is we are going to the field and we will show what are the live accelerometer calibration, compass calibration. Thereafter we will do a test flight. And also in future I am going to explain deeper into the what is AHRS, what is a compass, how do we tune up advanced parameter settings, and also I am going to explain what is a long range communication need to be done. Please do like, share and subscribe for more videos. Thank you. Let's meet in the next video.